Hi, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the show today. It's Uncle Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce for May the 19th, 2021. Bruce, the F-150 Lightning, any thoughts on Ford? They can put a prototype together like any other car company, and God bless them for it. But to put that vehicle on the road another year or two and billions more in expenses, and by the time it's all said and done, um, how cheap can they make it? Because those first Ford F-150s, Ford will lose money on every one of them. They've got to get that product rolling in volume, in bulk to make it pay. And it better be a winner with the consumer or they are in big trouble. And so there's a huge gamble going on. Uncle Bruce, what are the three SPACs that have announced the vote dates so far? Well, we know that IPOE has announced their vote date, which is next week, the 24th. So isn't that in about 5 days? We know that VGAC has announced their vote date. That is for June the 10th, I believe. And then we have FAII, Fortress. They've announced their date for June the 15th. So three are officially announced. I'm waiting now for Gore's Holdings. It's at 11.10 a share, and that one's been acting interestingly lately, like they're about to say something. I'm waiting for them to come up with theirs, and everyone else behind them to come up with their announcements for their merger votes. Bruce, what's the deal with Micron? You've had it as a recommendation, but I don't remember hearing your thoughts on it. Micron, have I had the thoughts on Micron? Yeah, Micron Technologies, a computer chip maker, trading at 27 times earnings, and the high for the year on Micron is 96.96, trading at now 76.76. So I've been looking at this now as an opportunity to get it at a decent price. Not even a month ago, the shares were in the high 80s, and like I say, 3 months ago, $95 a share back in April. So I just like the stock for its pricing. They did come from a nice low level last year, from as low as the mid 40s and all the way up to the 90s. Now it's 76.76 with a company that can't keep up with business. Kind of like it, so that's kind of why I recommend it. But if you don't want to buy any one particular computer chip maker, then just buy the SMH, the ETF that I've recommended as well. Bruce, when will the shorters run out of stock? What are your thoughts? I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever run out. Maybe they'll roll over, turn over. We kick one shorter out, replace them with another. We just, the higher the stock goes, in my opinion, the higher the stock goes, the higher it will keep going. If that makes any sense to you. So if you folks are picking up a GameStop on this dip, you're buying it up, you're buying the IPOE, you're taking off all this cheap paper out of the market, you're taking it off, putting it in your accounts, and it's not available anymore. That makes the stock go higher because you are taking away availability. And the more that is tucked away, the higher it goes. When a good SPAC is announced, how long should the contract buy last? Oh, well, I tell you, you want to have a good 6 months to 9 months at least for your SPAC to converge and change from a SPAC to a regular listing. You really want to have a contract 6-9 months or longer if you can. I encourage you, spend a little more and go further out in time. You'll be rewarded. You'll have that much more time to enjoy swings, because if there's some bad event happening and the market has a lousy week, that could throw your plans out for a while. By the time your stocks recover, the week or two later, you've run out of time and you missed it. And I can't tell you how many times I had clients, or in my own case over the years, where you're right, you were correct in guessing the direction of the stock, but you were wrong on the timing, and the contract died before you could enjoy the gain. So you really got to be long. You got to go very long. Anyway, there you have it, everybody. Do you think they are trading back and forth between each other? I don't know. It's possible, but I don't know. I don't know how you can really. I'm not sure. 169.60 on GameStop getting hit right now. It is getting hit right now. It just dropped $3 in a minute. Gee, I wonder if this is natural or programmed. Do you think it's possibly programmed trading? Do you think there's an attack going on GameStop right now? Do you think someone is trying to take it down on purpose? Those of you out there who've been writing call contracts on GameStop, I want to say, way to go. If you're writing call contracts, 180s, 190s, you're writing 200s, 210s. Some of you are smart enough to write 220s, 230s, 240s. You're writing call contracts on GameStop and you're taking in all this dough. If you see these dips like this, some of you might have a trading opportunity to buy back your calls for a nice little profit. You just have to watch this stock and see what's going on. Take the money and pick up stock on the dips and go from there. But in any event, enjoy the show. Let them play the games all they want. Be paid to do what you do. If you're a holder of these shares, like AMC, it's now at $14. If this thing was, when it was trading at $14.50, if you were writing $16 calls, you're a happy camper right now, because those calls are dropping in value dramatically, and it's all your money. It's all your dough. Look for a dip and buy more stock. Make even more cash. Way to go, you guys. All of you out there following my advice. I think there's ways to make money in this market, even when this stock just fluctuates along here. There's ways. All of you, way to go. Uncle, this article on the street, can you translate it into plain English with IPOE shareholders voting on the SoFi deal on the 28th? Today's missed Clove numbers should have SPAC investors very wary. No, whatever happens with Clove or any other former SPACs is not a reflection of SPACs. It's just a reflection of the Clove deal. That's all it is. The SoFi deal, the word on the street is that the SoFi deal is a $27 book value deal upon merger. SoFi in IPOE is a $27 book value deal. It's now $16.56, up $1.08 a share. Why are you holding AMC when you can hold this? Hey, Uncle Bruce, when do you think one should sell an IPOE call contract at 10 and 15 expiring 01/22? You're not selling until after the merger's done. You're going to let that merger go through. You're going to let the stock go to $30 a share or 35, and then you might be selling. From one Bruce to another, what is your prediction on IPOE? Saw people saying it's trading at 10 times now. As it once mergers, there'll be dilution of shares. What do you think? $20 calls for July. I wouldn't buy July calls. Next year, January, I'd go out that far on calls. But I like the idea. The stock's at 27 book value upon listing with SoFi in there. With all the stock outstanding, it's worth 27 a share the minute they list. But I don't think they're going to sit there. I think they're going to be trading at a premium to that, a wonderful premium to that. So 40, 50 could be done. Buy it now. Uncle Bruce, where are your charts and why aren't you using terminology we don't understand? Why don't you talk to us like everyone else does? And why are you so damn different? What's up? What is it about you, you old man? Why aren't you 25 years old and giving us long words that no one understands? Why not? I mean, geez, come on. I mean, gosh darn it, man. I understand everything you're saying, and I don't like it. Thank you, everybody, for that. If you'd like to talk to me about a 1 hour session, you want to get together with me, send me an email through my email address, which is right here. It's the old school hotmail.com email address. Send me an email. Say, Bruce, I'd like to talk to you on a one-on-one session. When can you book me in? I'd like to make a reservation and lock it in right away.